Anecdotes of Queen Elizabeth I Part 1. Elizabeth I ascended the throne at the age of 25 and ruled as a virgin monarch who never married. However, although she had many lovers, due to her overly cautious personality, her frustration gradually built up, which she relieved with somewhat provocative bad tastes. She embarrassed the French ambassador by appearing at an official event, wearing clothes that slightly exposed her chest and stomach. At the same time, he used the situation as a means of diplomatic skill. Her days began with her maids tightening the laces of her corset, and were largely filled with putting on extravagant dresses that took hours to put on. At the time, noblewomen would give dresses they had worn a few times to their maids, but Queen Elizabeth I, who was a miser, would not give away a single dress. Her closet was filled with a total of over 6,000 luxurious dresses. Anecdotes of Queen Elizabeth I Part 2. Queen Elizabeth I's taste in men was close to strong and bad men. She had a twist where she showed a strong side during the day and a soft side at night. When she was alone with her lover, she coddled him or whispered sweet words to him. But when a man tried to pretend to be his lover at a formal event, she became furious and slapped him and humiliated him. The Earl of Essex, a bachelor and lover, was seen several times being stabbed by Queen Elizabeth I. He was accused of being a traitor by his political opponents due to his reckless leadership on the battlefield, but the Queen did not save him. Sir Walter Raleigh, who filled the vacant position of the Earl of Essex, was also an explorer who went to the American continent. He was a typical bad man who believed that the world revolved around him and lived for his own self-indulgence. As if Lord Raleigh was not satisfied with the favor of Queen Elizabeth I, he caused a scandal by touching the Queen's maid and hastily marrying her when she had a child. The Queen was so angry that she dismissed the lady-in-waiting and had him imprisoned. Anecdotes of Queen Elizabeth I Part 3. The Latin phrase that Queen Elizabeth I used as her motto was video et taceo. Taceo means to be silent and still. In other words, it means, I know, but I don't say it. Although it is true that Elizabeth I remained single and never married, she was embroiled in a scandal with the younger brother of Henry VIII's third queen, Seymour. Seymour proposed to Elizabeth, but was executed for proposing to the princess without royal permission. His father, Henry VIII, was married 6 times, but 2 queens were beheaded. 2 died in childbirth or from fire, and 1 marriage was annulled. In Elizabeth's eyes, the man would have been imprinted as a cruel lecher. Queen Elizabeth I, who was disillusioned with men, had jewels as her only luxury. The state of Virginia in the United States is a land dedicated to the Virgin Queen Elizabeth I. It is said that Elizabeth, the Virgin Queen who enjoyed endless love, became hysterical and convulsed the moment she was about to jump into bed with her lover. She was a scary woman, both as a man's wife and as his lover. As the Queen herself said, wouldn't it have been most desirable and ideal for Elizabeth I to marry the state?